Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News, and I'm your host, Ellie, and this is a weather and lifestyle news channel. News show, I'm sorry. It's a channel, yeah. Forgive me, Karen. Boy, I'm just blah, 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 of words. It's Friday, and three shows today. Be sure to, Karen is our moderator. We love her so much and the stuff she does in chat. She keeps track of everybody, keeps them all in line. She's got that whip. Yeah, she has a whip. So, anyway, we have three shows tonight. And hello, Maria Zebra, right there. Be sure to say hello, Karen, to Sayo. Maria, say Zebra. I'm sorry. Soya Labrie. So, if you could say hello to her, Karen, I hope you see it right there. Get that in the comment, and I'll get your response back to her. So, yeah, so we have trivia tonight. And trivia, if you're wondering, I want everybody to come play. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, and 4 p.m. Pacific Time. So be sure to um, come and join us and play live trivia. It's not recorded, it's live. So please come in and join us. Oh, so the boy, you should see the earthquake map. It's crazy. I figured it would be like kind of yesterday a little bit, and I opened it up and went, oh Lord, Lordy, Lordy, um, mishap in the MRI machine. You're not going to believe this one. I mean, I had to go check it out. I fact checked it because I couldn't believe that's what happened. Karen, are you with us or you what? Karen, where are you at? So, um, the weather we have, they say severe thunderstorms for us tomorrow. And then is this all this whole front moves across. It's going to start off with rain. It's going to turn to snow, sleet, snow, and rain again. There we go. There we go. Right there. So that's from our moderator, Maria. All right. So I want to get onto this weather and get onto the earthquakes and get onto the MRI machine.
We are tracking the storm for this weekend that is going to bring a little bit of everything. It depends where you are. Down to the south, the focus is going to be severe and wind. Up to the north, we have wind, rain, and a wintry mix. So here it goes. There's a look, and notice down to the south where the red is. That's where we have the severe component. So we're talking all modes here. Gusty winds, hail, the possibility of tornadoes. Now focus on those winds, especially as we go up the east coast. We could be looking at wind gusts upwards of 40, even 50 miles per hour. Boston, this storm is going to last, unfortunately, through the weekend. So that means Sunday into Monday for you, you could see some of the worst of the winds. So for a lot of you, watch out. You're going to have some tricky travel this week if you are out doing some traveling. So there's a look at the rainfall and snowfall forecast. And a lot of rain on tap from the south all the way up to the northeast New York. You can see upwards of 3 inches of rain.
So rain, sleet, snow, blizzards. Everybody up north ready to dig themselves out. Well, Colorado's getting it pretty deep around Grand Junction. I believe even Colorado Springs is going to get, uh, they say maybe a half foot of snow. So it's snowed in. Time for everybody to be snowed in. All right, we're going to move on to the next stuff now. All the good stuff. The latest on the earthquakes. Boy, here we go. A recent one real close to Iceland. It's the Ray Janes Ridge, a 5.0. There's nothing above it, just making sure. Look at all the ones in the states. Um, uh, oh, oh yeah. Mine is my sinuses. They're just, I could tell we got rain coming because I'm just so messed up. All right, so we're going to start on this bird's head down here because this surprised me, a 5.2 in the South Sandwich Islands. Then we go over to that, the East Pacific Ridge, and it's got sitting right on the split of I'm going to say almost three different fault lines, but it's one that comes down from Mexico. It goes all the way down and around. It goes up over by Tonga and Fiji and stuff. So, and then we get over here to Tonga. It's a 5.2. Remember, I said it was going to go into the fives. Then we had Vanuatu at a 5.2. Um, Solomon Islands, 5.8. The fives, 5.5 in Papua New Guinea. Then looks like Philippines, 4.6. Um, Cortez of Philippines, 5.0. Well, and then it gets kind of smaller. We got one off to the side here in India, and Cherrapunji, uh, Chera, Cherrapunji, India. Boy, what a name! Don't name your kid that. A friend of mine, he had a grandson born this morning. I hope he didn't name that baby that name. Cherrapunji. Next time I see him, I'm gonna tell him he's got to change it to that. What do you think? All right, onward. So we're getting here's Japan, but then it drops down to a 4.6. Everything goes small, and then right along the Aleutian Islands, we got a 4.3. This is then we have one in Nikolsky, a 2.7. They're getting smaller, 2.7 in Chignik. All right, and that's all along the Aleutian Islands right there. All of those are pretty much volcanic. So let's move on into, wow, all of the ones in the States. So Mammoth Lakes, a 2.8. Now, granted, these are um, small, but they're right there on the surface. Why won't it let me get that? It won't let me get this other one. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go up. Stanley, Idaho, a 2.5. The farthest one over is Bennington, Kansas, a 2.6, and that was about 4 miles deep. The Bird's Head, yeah, the Bird's Head finally got one, Karen. Snyder, Texas, 2.8. Toya, Texas. Now, like I said, all of these are 5, 4, 3 miles deep. They're right there on the surface. When they're on the surface like that, um, on an island, that's what causes tsunamis. Is when it's right there because it causes um, that ripple effect, like if you drop something in the water, basically. It's not going to let me have this one. Did it give it to me? No, it still won't let me have it. All right, down to the islands. Puerto Rico, a 2.5. That was about 9 miles deep. And this is in Indios, Puerto Rico. Then another one in Puerto Rico is bigger, 3.5, but it was deep. This was 60 miles deep. So, boy, so it's a shaking over there, not so bad as it has been. But then we have 2.7 at Volcano, Hawaii. Um, oh, there goes another one. And in fact, one just hit around Puerto Rico. No, the Dominican Republic just got it. Um, it's about 8 miles deep, and it's a 2.7. That's in Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. So I think, yeah, I got that one. Making sure I got them all. You notice everything's quiet over in Afghanistan and Tajikistan and China and down around Oman and Yemen and even Africa. Everything's quiet. Um, let's see if I can get this. I'm going to try to blow this up so you guys could see it a little better. Um, Now, if you see all those red lines, I'm not sure if you could see them very well especially if you're on a phone. Those are all fault lines. I brought in all the fault lines. Now, there was Mina, Nevada. It was Mammoth Lakes, and where was the other one? I guess I got them all. Levin, Utah, of 2.9. Let's go up. I got Stanley. Um, Toya. I got them all. But let's see if I can bring this up a little closer for you guys to see. Uh, there we go. You see, you're starting to see the red lines. I'm going to bring it up even closer. So there are a lot of fault lines that run all the way through California, Nevada, some even all the way up into Utah. So, and it's got them all the way across the states. Um, I guess I could, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I wanted to, I don't see any over by you guys, Karen, at all. So, all right, I'm going to stop before I get too far. All right, now I know you're dying to hear about the woman in the MRI machine. Okay, so a woman's medical exam turned into a literally pain in her butt. Yeah, thanks to a poorly placed firearm. And I don't. They always tell you not to take nothing in there, nothing metal, nothing. But okay, um, uh, this alleged incident. That's why I had to go look it up. Where a woman was shot in the right buttock by her own gun that was activated by the magnetic resonance imaging. Thankfully, the injury was relatively mild and she recovered just fine. So she went there, she climbed up in the machine, and when the wheels started turning on the MRI machine, it activated and shot, and her gun went off and shot herself in the buns. Yeah, I know you guys wanted to hear about that. So who does that? Who takes guns in the MRI machine? I mean, I could get a concealed carry, but I don't even think I'd take it in the hospital with me. Who does that? How odd and how weird is that? Okay, so I guess I should have found out what this is on. Now, and I know Karen, I know you guys up north. You're going to say, "Oh yeah, it does." Does cold weather drain batteries? Now, the bigger question is, are these EV car batteries, are they being drained? Well, I know the answer is yes. Because if you got a battery and you don't keep it warm, it's going to drain it. And a lot of people put heaters on their, they open their hood and a little bit and they put that heater in there and they keep their battery warm so that the car will start in the morning. So, but it's Miss Davis. Where's William today?
As temperatures drop, it's important for electric vehicle owners to know that cold weather can significantly reduce their car's range. At 20 degrees, an EV's range can drop by about 41%, mainly due to the energy needed to heat the interior. So, for example, a typical 100-mile range might decrease to just 59 miles in cold conditions. Gasoline and hybrid vehicles also experience reduced fuel economy in the cold. To mitigate these effects, experts recommend parking in a garage, minimizing idling, and preheating the car while it's still charging. So, this winter, be sure to plan accordingly for any cold weather trips.
There you got it. Oh yeah. So all right, let's like I said, a lot of people in the north already knew about this. They have to shovel out and what we need is heat blowers for the snow. Somebody needs to invent that because you could just melt it and blow it at the same time, you know? All right. So on this day in history, guess what it was? December 8th. Um, the Beatles founder, music icon John Lennon was murdered in New York City. Um, and it killed a lot of people. I mean, it just, everybody's heart was broken. I remember I was just like, wow, who would do that? They're kind of peace, love, and drug kind of people. Give peace a chance, and they wrote everything about being everybody live in peace, and then someone shoots him, and it shocked. I think it shocked the world. I really do, and uh, as we know, his son grew up to be a very fine young man. Yoko Ono still out there. We never hear much about her anymore, but Um, Goodness, the impact. According to what the other beetles say, felt each day at strawberry fields in Central Park where people mourned. Wow. All right, so before you light your fireplace, yeah, what's the best wood to use? What is the best wood to use on your fireplace? Let me get this going here. Oh, you can hear the music already, huh? It's quicker than I am. All right, here we go. So there you have it. If wood for your fireplace. Now that we're all getting them ready, getting them cleaned up, and getting them going, I know I could smell the fireplaces in my neighborhood, and the dogs go out and they sniff the air. Something strange to them, something new. Missing, missing German Shepherd. Yes, it's common for cats to climb trees, but undoubtedly surprising to hear a 70-pound dog getting stuck in one. However, that is how the missing German Shepherd was found. Uh, uh, a 10-month-old puppy named Luna found herself stranded in a slanted tree positioned 25 feet above the ground. And this was in El Dorado County, California. The county nestled between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe. Uh, Brian Spies, Luna's owner, talked about the frantic search for his missing dogs following her disappearance. Despite scouring the nearby forest around his residence, and his concern grew more and more, he had to find her. We have bears, they've got mountain lions, coyotes, foxes. We got a lot of them, and she was just a puppy. And he didn't know if maybe even a mountain lion snagged her. And he said him and his friends started looking in the forest, and it took more than a day. But eventually they discovered the pooch. One of his friends did. Spotted something while driving. He looked up to the left and saw the German Shepherd in a surprising spot. I see something in the tree. Holy cow, there's the dog. Um, so, of course, it got the firefighters to get her down, and he hugged her and gave her treats and said, "Don't do that again." So, of course, we want to see Luna, the happy little German Shepherd that can climb the tree. Oh boy, I hope mine don't do that. I hope no. Joel seems like the type that would do that. She'd probably put the ladder up against the tree though and climb the ladder to get there. All right, so a bear attacks and takes off. Well, it attacks, but it took off with um, Christmas ornaments. It was going to kill the Christmas ornaments. It looked like deer to him, light lit up deer. In fact, I bet he was wondering, uh, hey, we we got um, deer that are now I could see. So here we go. Hopefully.
Camera
No.
tonight. A
Oh,
bear
you
stumbles on
see
some
that.
Christmas decorations and then tries to, I guess, get into the holiday spirit a bit here.
Yeah, this all happened in Longwood. And
Okay.
by the looks of things, the bear seems to really like this holiday
Okay,
display.
here we go.
Fox 75's Manny Martinez is joining us live here in the studio tonight. So, Manny, this family was absolutely shocked when they looked at their ring video.
And it was with that video that they found out. So let's show you what this bear does. You'll see it walk up and take down one of those reindeer in a set of three. It decides to turn that beating into an abduction, walking away with the child. Well, as I found out tonight, it actually didn't get very far with that decoration.
Oh, it's not going to let us. Okay, so the bear went up and it took. I swear the bear's thinking, hey, the deer lit up. I could see him to eat him. And he knocked the first one down, knocked the second one down, and then knocked the third one down. And of course, he didn't get no meal out of it, and it shows him just walking away. So, oh boy. All right, now here we go. Yeah, so many safaris I've shown you. Remember the little elephant, baby elephant that charged the tourist? Well, um, see, okay, we got it. The video footage shows tourists crowding a tiger as the animal attempted to navigate in the forest road. This was in India. And what happened was, well, I guess I'm just going to let you guys see because this is crazy stuff here.
डिम्पल इधर आओ मेरे पास बहुत अच्छा दिख रहा है मैडम दादा मैंने फोन कराया डिम्पल तुम फोटो
So what I found out is this: he ended up attacking one of the trucks, and everybody ran to the front, and then it jumped down and walked away. Wow. Uh, People just don't learn. You can't. It's like poking the bear with a stick, or it's like trying to feed the bison. They should have waited and let the tiger get out in front of them, and then went forward cautiously. Don't pass them up and everybody yelling and of course everybody wants a selfie with it, but I don't know. All right, Iran of all places. No, I'm not doing a new story on Iran. Kind of. It claims it has sent a capsule capable of carrying animals into space. Now, what are they thinking? They launched a capsule into orbit. This is capable of carrying animals, they say. Uh, so they said they released pictures of it, and they say it was successful launch. And they say it's been an Iranian satellite placed in orbit months earlier reportedly sent back a photo. So uh, who would have thought that they were going to send animals in space? To me, I think it's pre sending their own people up there. Seeing if the animals will make it, if then the people will. But who's going to go get them? That's just kind of odd. All right. Now, join, okay? NASA says join 900,000 others who are sending names into space on NASA spacecraft to Jupiter's moon, Europa. People can submit their names to travel to space at the end of the year. Um, uh, so, you could do that or send your kids' name, your grandkids' name. And they say the spacecraft is set to take off from Kennedy Space Center October of 2024. So you got plenty of time to send your name, they say. Just get a hold of NASA, NASA, I guess, at something at nasa.com, or check NASA out. Submitting your name and sent to space is a very easy process. All you have to do is visit NASA's webpage dedicated to this campaign. You'll be asked to enter your first and last name and all your perks, your address. Um, and after all, there is no one to receive the message up in space, and the names are each sketched so tiny Plus, the spacecraft isn't landing anywhere. So, with all these points holding true, the simplest reason could be they'll be able to say a piece of them is in space. All right. Um, an Asian jumping worm. Okay, yeah. Now I found this interesting because I didn't know worms could jump. I don't know if it actually jumps, but if it can hurt your garden, and it will eat up all of your roots, and it kills your plants. So this is a video. So let me get this in here. So keep an eye out for them. They're not really saying where they're located. They said it's all over the United States. Now, I found this today, and I don't normally like to advertise things, but I seen this and I thought this has got to be very beautiful, and it's something that would be a wonderful Christmas gift, if not for yourself, for a family member. Um, this is it's a mini 3D glass rectangle for Christmas, but it's got different shapes. It's got different ideas. You can get large and small. They come, I think they come in a heart form. If you're interested, folks, go to artpix 3D.com. So you see, like I said, I don't normally like to advertise, but I seen that and I thought that is just beautiful, especially for your grandkids, even if it's for yourself. Karen, what do you think? I mean, they're $60 plus shipping, I believe, is what it was. Um, but I think it's a beautiful idea for somebody. I really do. All right, we're gonna go to the fun of the day. Yes, and of course, come on back in 30 minutes for the news. But the fun of the day, chicken crossing. Ever wonder why the chicken crossed the road? Well, there's lots of people that have what they feel. Well, like Aristotle, it's the nature of the chickens to cross the road. Karl Marx, it was a historical inevitability. Ronald Reagan, what chicken? Pat Buchanan, to steal a job from a decent, hardworking American. Uh, Dr. Seuss, uh, did the chicken cross the road? Did he cross it with a toad? Yes, the chicken crossed the road. But why? What? But why it crossed? I've not been told. Boy, I screwed that one up. All right, Ernest Hemingway, to die in the rain. Grandpa, in my day, we didn't ask why the chicken crossed the road. Someone told us the chicken crossed the road, and that was good enough for us. Um, Captain James T. Kirk, to boldly go where no chicken has gone before. Einstein, did the chicken really cross the road, or did the road move beneath the chicken? Jerry Falwell, yeah, oh yeah. Because the chicken wasn't right, isn't it obvious? Can you people see the plain truth in front of your face? The chicken was going to the other side. That's why they call it the other side. Yes, my friends, that chicken was wrong. If you eat that chicken, you'll become weird too. Oh boy. I say we boycott all chickens until we sort out this abomination. And the chicken should not be free to cross the road. It's plain and simple as that. And that's it for today. I'm so glad you guys joined me. Subscribe and hit the like button, thumbs up, and um, follow over in Facebook. Follow us. And, make sure you add, if you're in YouTube land, hit the subscribe button, the like button. Those likes and hearts get YouTube to give me more kudos. Yeah. So, with that, happy Friday and come on back in 30 minutes for news if you want to watch the news with us. If not, definitely come back for trivia. I got great trivia today. I'm going to stump these guys. I got some hard stuff. I don't know. Linda might throw popcorn at me uh, tonight because I made these kind of hard. Kind of hard. Some of them aren't. And what is it on? Well, we're doing animals, toys, and Christmas. Don't they all go together? Fuzzy, the warm, fuzzy feeling of the animals and the toys and and Christmas. All right, folks, that's it for today's show. And have a wonderful weekend. Fill the churches. And we will see you on Monday if you are not going to watch the other shows. But watch them over the weekend when you have nothing to do. All right, folks. Um, Thanks for watching.